Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Golden, where we finally reached the last world of the mandala, and also created the Persona Magatsu. But before we begin this episode, I'd like to briefly recap some of the shadows that we missed along the way. The first enemy that we did not see in Yaso Inaba is the Free Babino.
Wow, it's puny! This'll be cake!
That it will be. But this enemy, not really too important. It can only be summoned by the king enemies. But back in vanilla Persona 4, these guys are a little bit more important because back then they were the best way to gain experience because the kings could only summon these enemies. So I'd just like to bring that up. Also, you gotta be careful with your elemental attacks because they like to reflect them sometimes. All in all, they're really just not that difficult. Up next, we have the Envious snakes.
It'll be over in a flash.
Yes, Rise, it will be if you let me finish and talk. They like to inflict status ailments, mostly poison these ones, and to take away your life a little bit. And also, the Pistol Mothers, who like using wind and ice, and that's pretty much it with them. The best way to dispose of both, if you have it, is try to go for a Mamudo, and it should knock them all out. After that, we have the Fanatic Towers, who've changed their appearance a little bit since Persona 3. Outside of casting Mata Rikaja and Marakunda, they don't really do that much. Take them out. And the last puny enemy we have to defeat to get all the shadows is the Change Relic. It has slightly powerful Zeodyne attacks. Don't get hit by him and you'll be fine. However, the Minotaur 1, the final shadow, is really powerful. He has Diaharon, but he's weak to electricity, so use it if you got it. And now that that's all been taken care of, let's go after the last layer of Magatsu Inaba. Kinda sad to see it go, but then again, we're not done yet. Let's go to the 6th world and fight a whole heck of a lot of shadows. This is, in my opinion, one of the most annoying floors, but also one of the most challenging that Persona has to offer. It is basically a giant room that goes in like a spiral. It's kind of weird. And there's extremely powerful shadows along the way. Introducing the Harmony Giant. It likes its walls. That's pretty much all it does. And we also have this Hot Rod Spastic Turret. Oh, this guy. It has Ragnarok. For those who don't know, Ragnarok's a really freaking strong fire attack, and I don't want to have to deal with that. So, we could be a little bit on the cheap side and, just use Megiddo alone. Or we could use Masakato and show off some of his new attacks, including... try Tempest Slash. Or we could do Myriad Arrows and knock everyone out. Hopefully. Maybe. Yeah. No, they'll get resisted by the tank, but that's what Teddy's here to land up. Always an exciting episode with Ted. Anyways, we'll knock them all down, and hopefully knock them out when all out attack. We've been doing that a lot lately. Pretty much the whole game, but the turret's not going away. And finally it triggered Beauty and the Beast. This attack is so 90s, it hurts. I don't know how to describe it better than that. It's just a really cool attack. And these, they're weak to fire. I was getting to that, okay. Let's launch an Aggie attack and be done with it. Or it could miss. That makes things a little more complicated. Let's try Bottle Salt. Hopefully that will miss. Don't have to deal with these guys and their stupid, annoying attacks. Alright, cool. Moving on. That is just one of the many shadows that we can encounter here. And we're going to run into a lot of them since this is, I like to think more so like their breeding ground of sorts. I don't know. There's nothing really in the game to tell you that, but that's always been kind of like my head canon of sorts. Like, this is the most, focus of negative energy in the shadows. And hello, a red shadow. Let's give this a shot. Maybe we can beat them? That might be a problem. We have the Earnest Kalasi, which are weak to Hama and Mudo. them themselves are not really too scary, but the Solemn Machine is. It has no weakness and can do a ton of damage. Although, since I have my Trumpeter, who is resistant to all forms of physical attack, this guy actually can't hurt me, believe it or not. Like, it can Heat Riser, it can Power Charge, it can use Heaven's Blade, but that's it. And that's its only form of attack. So if you have a persona that resists physical attacks, like Masakado, for instance, you can just auto this guy down and there's nothing it can do, which is kind of funny if you think about it. So I'm going to go for the Myriad Arrows. That's going to do some good damage right there. And then we're just going to go for an all-out attack. Why the heck not? I mean, actually, technically, probably would have been more damage if I used another Myriad Arrows and then let Kanji do Vile. Maybe. I'm not actually too sure on that. Regardless, though. This guy isn't too big of a deal, to be perfectly honest. He just looks really intimidating since he's a robot and all, and he admittedly looks really cool. Not the biggest fan of a camo design on really any type of robot, but then again, there I am being a giant nerd. Let's just take the leaf here. I could go for, you know, the Fool, but in all reality, it might... Dang, 10,000, not bad. Yukiko is really close to getting Salvation, which is nice. Fortunately, Kanji's a little bit far off from getting one of his best physical attacks, but hey, that's fine. But yeah, pretty easy enemy if you know what it does, which, I mean, by this point in the game, you should probably have all of Risei's abilities. Minus one. Technically, I guess you could have missing one. That wouldn't really be the end of the world. And you're weak to ice. I ain't got ice. See you later. Sorry about yeah, don't like those enemies. I don't know why they're called the conceited Panzer. Like, what does a tank have to be conceited about? Hard to say. No, man, we should probably heal up Kanji, man. It's like Kanji doesn't actually get Arms Master like our main character does, but yeah, I guess it'd be a little too OP with him on it. See, like, he has all this health, and he hadn't have to sacrifice almost any of it to unleash an attack. That's kind of on the broken side. Well, I guess not really. None of the enemies in this game are really that broken. And okay, I actually want to show off what the Noble Seekers do. They have Galgium Eyes. That attack sucks. You may remember Shadow Naoto using it. Reduces your HP down to 1. Not fun. So what we're going to do is, I guess we can Power Charge. There is a chance that the Gigas... No, they can't actually reflect this, but it's going to be resisted. I'm just going to try and knock everybody out. Maybe I have to use Mamudo. I was going to try and show off a power-charged, you know, attack. But it looks like we won't get that chance. Okay, now it's kind of putting a dent in my plan. But oh well, and ooh, Horus. I like that persona a lot, mostly because of, you know, just the mythology behind it. But you can't beat the 8 of Wands, giving us just so much. Oh man, we're just bathing in EXP at this point. I don't think anything in the future is going to be really all that challenging, but I guess we'll see, and please be who I'm looking for. And sadly, it was not. Seems I cannot actually run into the Minotaur 3, which is a bummer. Technically, you could have fought it from all the way, you know, like from the first floor, which is kind of scary to think about, but I thought I'd get lucky here. I still possibly could, as we still have a very long ways to go. Yeah, this is pretty much what this floor is like. Just spiraling until you get to the very end. You know, let's see what this chest has. Pretty much farm keys whenever I want now. And ooh, a Gale Vow. Curious on that. Maybe Kanji could benefit from it. Then again, the Amaterasu Fob is pretty darn good for him. And, ooh, increase wind damage by 40%. That is something really good to give to Yosuke. Heck yeah, dude. That's a... Heck, we could even use that and do like a ton of wind damage. With, pretty sure Odin gets Pantaray, which is a pretty good spell. But the issue there is to actually create Odin, you have to max out the Emperor Arcana, which currently we don't have maxed out, so we couldn't even fuse him if we wanted to, which kind of sucks. That move actually used to be on a different persona entirely, but I guess they moved it. For whatever reason, I don't know, they just did. And okay, Risei, increase all our attack. Not bad. I could keep running away, but I swear I want to show off what this thing can do. I will get the chance one day. I guess that day is not today. Let's go for the Myriad Arrow. Okay, missed everybody. Mind Charge? That could work. It usually does. We can technically go for Margadine. Won't be a problem there in doing any of that. Ooh. Pretty good damage coming from Yukiko. Oh, that's gonna get reflected. Don't want to do that. I thought it was absorbed, not reflected. Let's just use Vile Assault, knock that dude down, and okay, not gonna do that. Let's actually, let's see. Actually, I do have Bufu down now. Oh, he's weak to electricity. Oh, that's exploding. Let's just go for the Bufu Dine on Masakado. Masakado, usually a physical attacker. What's he doing with ice spells? Mostly my fault, because I'm terrible at fusing personas and planning ahead. Okay, I'm probably not that terrible, but I'm in no way great at it. Ugh, okay. Oh man, he's so close to Primal Force. I really want him to get Primal Force before we fight this next boss. That's not gonna happen. We are almost there, but maybe the boss after that. That'd be nice. I like when nice things happen. Don't you guys? Okay. I will shut up. Take out some more enemies. This guy's weak to ice. Let's do that. I mean, these guys get Primal Force. Why don't we get Primal Force, man? God. And yes, I know I usually do cut out random battles. You're gonna have to forgive me. Oh crap, I hit the wrong. You're gonna have to forgive me for that too, but oh, I meant to do that. Go for it now. So, but as I was saying, you gotta forgive me. I just really like the combat system in this game, and it kinda sucks. I might not get to, you know, experience it anymore, since you may be able to kind of gather the deuce yourself. There may not be much left of this game, so trying to squeeze out as much fun as I can. But we're not done yet. Let's keep at it. Hama hit. Nice. That Hama boost is coming in, you know, pretty handy at the moment. Let's see. Risky. This is very risky, but it could pay off. Let's see what Masakado's skill will turn in. I kind of figured that was going to happen. I was kind of hoping it would change maybe Myriad Arrows into something else, but it looks like it didn't. Not the end of the world, though. Let's now continue. Oh, we need to actually prepare a bit. I did not think we'd get here this quickly, but this is the boss of Magatsu Mandala. Through this door, you're going to find an enemy that is, to be frank, I don't like the idea of this boss. Luckily for us, though, Masakado is here to save the day. And something's behind here. Senpai, are you ready? Yes, I am. Let's go on and fight. The Envious Giant. This is it. If we beat this, it should do the trick. Let's go. This boss right here, I hate it. I just can't stand this guy. First thing it does, pretty much every time you fight it, it'll confuse everybody, which is really, really annoying, including Yukiko. And then it loves to cast Megidolon. That's all it does. That's the whole fight. Kanji, yeah, you better bust out some Amrita sodas. Oh man, do we even have any left? That's not good. Let's look. Yes, we have 3. Okay. Running a bit low on those. Let's get rid of that. Gosh. Alright. So first things first. I'm actually going to go into the Trumpeter. We're going to debilitate this guy. That's the first thing we want to do. We want to make sure that he'll either, like, miss, or he'll just do, like, no damage. Great. Also, decreasing the defense isn't bad either. Next, we're going to cast Heat Riser on our Senpai to, well, buff him up. Now, that has been taken care of. Let us cast Medea Haran. We haven't even got to attacking the boss yet. Keep that in mind. Now, the Envious Giant. Stop! Oh my gosh. I don't even have words for what's happening right now. This is annoying. So basically, the Envious Giant, it has 3,333 health. And to be honest with you, the reason behind that is the dumbest thing in the world. That's how tall the Tokyo Tower is, which is what this thing's based on. That's it. Why is that a big deal? It resists every single type of element, unless you have, like, Elect Break, Fire Break, Wind Break, any of those skills. Good luck getting through his defense. What's the big deal? the only way to actually harm him is with physical attacks. But the problem is he has high counter. So good. Okay, we got through 2 times in a row. That's great. So good luck doing that. This is why I bring Masakato. He has high counter as well. So kind of balances out a tiny bit. So yes, now we are going to power charge and hope that we don't get confused. And thank you, Naoto, for waking up Yukiko. Oh, dang. Could have got a lot easier there. Okay. It is true that you can spam Almighty, but you're quickly going to run out of SP, and you gotta, like, survive. This is kind of a long fight. Keep in mind he has 3,000 HP. That's going to take a while, and okay, thanks for the buff. This is like the first time in a while we've actually been able to heal on Yukiko. Let's go ahead and do that. Maybe I'm blowing it a little bit out of proportion, but the first time I played through Persona 4, this guy irritated me so much. Then I found Masakato, and he was my savior, and he saved the day. Let's go for another torrent shot. What? What is going on? He is not reflected. Watch him reflect the second I cast Myriad Arrows. It's gonna happen, guaranteed. Never mind. Alright then. That went way better than I thought. I am glad to be done with that. As we reach level 77, holy crud. Didn't see that coming, that's for sure. And with that being said, we can now go after Adachi. The power's getting weaker. We might be able to pass through that place now. Let's go back. Now, if you don't have a go home, man, I'm sorry to hear that, but I do, so I'm going back. And now that that's been taken care of, we can finally begin fusing the ultimate persona. Now, this is debatable to a lot of people, but in my personal opinion, without a doubt, this is the strongest persona in the game. So let's save real quick. So, let's begin. Now, to create this persona, it is highly recommended that you have maxed out the Tower Arcana. If not, this persona still is incredibly powerful, but it's going to take a while to get him to his fullest capacity. With that being said, let's get started. First things first, you're going to want to create Okunonishi of the Emperor Arcana by combining Pazuzu and Floris. Next up, we want to fuse the Hermit persona, Hito Kontononosi. It's very easy to get him by combining Parvati and Dominion. Once you have those two, make sure you grab yourself Masakato of the Tower Arcana, and also Hachiman of the Hierophant, which can be gotten very easily through Shuffle Time. And then all you need is Shishiki Oji of the Fool, which is, well, very easy to grab. He even appears quite often in Fusion Accidents, so chances are you've seen him once or twice by now. With that all being said, it is now time to create Yoshitsune of the Tower. Without a doubt, the most powerful persona in the entire game. By combining legends from all of Japan, we create a persona whose might is, well, completely unparalleled. Even if it might not appear so at first. Like all good things in life, we're gonna have to be patient for this guy to reach his prime. But at the moment, he is still extremely powerful and will deal a lot of damage. So let's begin the Pentagon Fusion. Oh man. I've been waiting for this moment since the very beginning of this Let's Play. Without a doubt, we are now invincible. I am Yoshitsune, your shield, your sword, your friend. I've waited many days to say that. Why am I so excited, you may be asking? It's just a low-level tower persona. Sure, he gets okay moves, but nothing I'd go crazy over. You are sorely mistaken if you believe that. Without a doubt, Yoshitsune is, well, to be frank, all-powerful. Let's get rid of resist fire. Then again, repel electricity is sort of redundant at the same time. And after we get Luck Amp, you will see why this persona is just so powerful. Do I really want No, I don't really want that. Let's get rid of it. At level 83, Yoshitsune will gain access to the unique move, Hasatobe, the strongest attack in all of Persona 4. And it's gonna take a while to get. Once we get it, you will see the sheer power Yoshitsune has to offer. And now that that has been taken care of, we are finally ready to battle Adachi. All obstacles have been removed from our path, and we know where he is. Now that the barrier has been removed, it's time to re-enter Magatsu Inaba and chase after the true culprit. So let's go. And alright, once you've made it to this door, once more, it's time to enter and confront him. The reason for all of this happening, the source of all the chaos and misfortune, has been brought to Inaba. It can all be traced back to one man. In the next episode of Let's Play Persona 4 Golden, we battle the true culprit, Adachi. So see you guys then. Bye.